Hey everyone, and welcome back to Real Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mia, and as always, I am here with my co host, Jake. Jake, how are we doing today?
Honestly, really good. Although I almost did not show up today because I was too busy editing my Instagram photos.
Oh, perfect. Perfect way to open this episode. Because today we are talking about something every single person listening has felt that weird, hollow feeling after scrolling Instagram for 20 minutes. Nobody is as happy as their Instagram. The perfect life, the perfect body, the perfect relationship, the perfect holiday. All of it. We are getting into all of it today.
Yeah, and just to be clear up front, this is not going to be one of those just delete the app conversations.
Thank goodness, because that advice is about as helpful as telling someone who is drowning to just swim better. Okay, let us get into it. Jake, honest question. Have you ever scrolled through Instagram and genuinely felt bad about your own life because of it? Like, actually felt that sting?
Yes, more times than I want to admit. And the embarrassing part is sometimes it is people I know personally, people whose actual life I know is messy and complicated. And yet, I am looking at their perfectly lit photos, and for a moment, I forget everything I know. And I just feel that familiar sting of, I wish my life looked like that.
Oh, you know the reality, but the photo still gets you anyway?
Right, because your brain processes images emotionally before it processes them rationally. The feeling hits before the logic can catch up. You're already feeling bad before the sensible part of you says, wait, this is not the full picture.
So your brain is getting played before it even has a chance to defend itself.
Exactly.
Okay, so what is actually happening behind those perfect Instagram posts? Because people know it is curated, but I don't think they fully appreciate just how much goes into creating that illusion. Walk me through it.
Okay, so let me paint you a picture. Someone posts a gorgeous photo at a beautiful restaurant, looking effortlessly happy and stylish. What you see is the photo. What you do not see is the 47 photos taken before that one, the 20 minutes adjusting the lighting, the 3 outfit changes, the argument they had with their partner in the car on the way there, the filter and editing that smooth the skin and brighten the eyes, and the 2 hours they spent wondering whether to even post it.
Oh my goodness. The 47 photos before the one, that is so real. Like that one perfect shot represents 3 hours of effort and stress condensed into a single image that took you 3 seconds to scroll past and feel bad about.
And nobody posts the 47 rejected ones. Nobody posts the argument in the car. They post the one moment that looked the way they wanted their life to look. And that becomes the version of their life that thousands of people compare themselves to.
And those thousands of people are each comparing their entire messy reality to everyone else's single best moment.
The most unfair comparison imaginable. And we do it constantly without even realizing it.
Huh, okay. Let's talk about the different categories of Instagram content that hit differently. Because there's the travel content, the relationship content, the body content, the career success content. Which one do you think hits the hardest and why?
Okay, so I think it depends on where you are in your life at that moment. Like if you're single, the relationship content hits hardest. The couple photos, the anniversary posts, the he surprised me captions, all of it lands differently when you're alone on your couch at 11 p.m.
Oh no, the he surprised me posts. Those are lethal when you're single.
Absolutely lethal. And if you're struggling financially, the travel content gets you. Everyone is in Bali, everyone is in Santorini, everyone is on a yacht somewhere, and you're sitting there trying to figure out if you can afford takeout this weekend.
The yacht people. Like, who are these people? Where did the yacht come from? Nobody just has a yacht.
Right? And if you're feeling stuck in your career, the success content hits. The promotion announcements, the I'm so excited to share posts, the hustle culture wins. All of it feels like evidence that everyone is moving forward and you're standing completely still.
Oh, so Instagram basically finds your exact weak spot and targets it perfectly.
The algorithm is very good at showing you exactly what will make you feel the worst about yourself. Not intentionally, but effectively.
That's actually terrifying when you think about it. Okay, let's talk about something that I find really fascinating. The people who are posting the most perfect content, what is actually going on behind the scenes? Because I've seen this enough times to know that the most curated feeds often belong to the most unhappy people.
Huh. Okay, so this is something really important to understand. A lot of people who post obsessively curated content aren't doing it from a place of abundance and happiness. They're doing it from a place of need, like the need for validation, the need to feel like their life is meaningful, the need to construct a version of themselves that feels more real or more worthy than the one they experience privately. So the person with the most perfect Instagram is often the person who feels the biggest gap between who they are online and who they are when nobody is watching.
Oh, wow. So the perfect feed is sometimes actually a cry for help dressed up in good lighting.
That is a very poetic way to put it, but yeah, essentially. And I think about the research that consistently shows that heavy social media use correlates with higher rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. And it makes sense because you're constantly performing a version of yourself, constantly seeking external validation for your worth, constantly measuring your value by the number of people who double tap your photo. That's an exhausting and deeply unsatisfying way to live.
Huh. And the validation never feels enough, does it? Like you get the likes, and for a moment it feels good, and then it fades, and you need more.
Right, because external validation is like junk food. It satisfies for a moment and then leaves you emptier than before. And you need more and more of it to get the same feeling. That's literally how the dopamine loop works with social media. The app is designed to keep you coming back for another hit.
So we're basically just dopamine addicts scrolling for our next fix?
Pretty much. And the people selling the fix are making billions while we sit there feeling bad about ourselves.
Okay, that is both funny and deeply depressing at the same time. Okay, let's talk about relationships and Instagram, because I think this is where it gets really interesting. Like the impact it has on actual, real relationships. Because I've seen couples who look absolutely perfect online and are completely falling apart in private. What do you think Instagram does to romantic relationships specifically?
Okay, so Instagram does a few really damaging things to relationships. The first one is it creates this pressure to perform your relationship publicly. Like if you didn't post about it, did it even happen? And some couples get so caught up in how their relationship looks online that they stop paying attention to how it actually feels in real life. They're planning the photo instead of enjoying the moment. They're writing the caption instead of having the conversation. And the relationship slowly becomes more about the image than the actual connection.
Oh, that is so sad. Like the documentation of the experience replaces the experience itself.
Exactly. And the second thing is comparison within the relationship. Like one partner sees how other couples present themselves online and starts to feel like their own relationship is lacking. Why does he not surprise me like that? Why don't we look like that together? Why is our relationship not as exciting as theirs? And they're comparing their private reality to someone else's public performance, which is a comparison that can never be won.
Okay, I want to bring up something funny because I feel like we need a laugh after that. The Instagram versus reality moments. Like, we've all seen those videos where someone shows the perfect Instagram photo and then the reality behind it. What is the funniest Instagram versus reality moment you have ever seen or experienced personally?
Okay, so I know someone who posted this incredible photo of themselves meditating at sunrise on a beautiful rooftop. Very zen, very peaceful, very aspirational. And the reality was, they woke up at 5 a.m. specifically to take that photo, were absolutely freezing, dropped their phone twice trying to set up the timer, and then went straight back to bed the moment they got the shot, and slept until noon.
Oh my goodness, the dedication to the aesthetic. Woke up at 5 a.m. just for the photo and then immediately went back to bed and slept until noon.
right? And the caption was something like, starting every morning in gratitude and stillness.
Oh no, gratitude and stillness in bed until noon.
The caption and the reality had absolutely nothing to do with each other.
Okay, that genuinely made me feel so much better about my own life. Okay, getting serious again. What do you actually think about the people who preach authenticity on Instagram? Like the ones who do the no makeup photos and the this is the real me content. Is that actually more authentic, or is it just a different kind of performance?
Okay, this is a spicy take. So I think there is a spectrum. Some people who do that content are genuinely trying to create something more honest and relatable, and that is valuable. But some people have figured out that performing authenticity is its own kind of brand, like the no makeup photo that took 45 minutes to look effortlessly natural, the vulnerable caption that was rewritten 6 times to hit exactly the right emotional note, the messy house photo that was actually very carefully arranged to look the right kind of messy. It is still a performance, just a different aesthetic.
Oh, wow. The carefully arranged, messy house. That is so specific and so accurate.
Real authenticity does not need an audience. The moment you're thinking about how your vulnerability is going to land with other people, it stops being pure vulnerability and starts being content.
Oh, that is such a good line. Real authenticity does not need an audience.
Right. And I am not saying people should not share personal things online. I'm just saying be honest with yourself about why you're sharing it. Is it because it genuinely might help someone, or is it because you want people to see you as the kind of person who shares real things? There's a difference, and your gut knows which one it is.
Ha, that is actually a really good self-check. Why am I posting this? Like, really, why?
And most of the time, the honest answer is some mix of both. And that's fine. You do not have to be perfectly pure in your intentions. Just be aware of them.
Okay, so practically speaking, what do you actually do about all of this? Because we've established that the comparison is damaging, that the content is curated, that the algorithm is designed to keep you hooked, but most of us are not going to delete the app, so what do you actually do?
Okay, so the first thing is to audit your feed ruthlessly. Unfollow or mute anyone whose content consistently makes you feel worse about yourself. Not because they're bad people, but because you're curating your own mental environment, and you get to choose what's in it. If someone's posts make you feel inspired and motivated, keep them. If they consistently trigger comparison and inadequacy, they need to go. Your feed should be something that adds to your life, not something that quietly chips away at it every time you open the app.
And people feel guilty about unfollowing people they know personally, like it feels like a social statement.
Mute them. Mute is your best friend. They never know, you never see the content, everyone wins. Use the mute button generously and without guilt.
The mute button, honestly, underrated tool for mental health.
Genuinely. And the second thing is to set intentional limits on when and how you use the app. Like, do not open Instagram first thing in the morning before you've even fully woken up, because starting your day by immediately comparing yourself to other people's highlight reels is genuinely one of the worst ways to begin a day. And don't open it last thing at night, because ending your day in a comparison spiral affects your sleep and your mood in ways that carry into the next day.
So basically, protect the beginning and the end of your day from the scroll.
Protect the beginning and the end. Those are the most vulnerable times. And the third thing is to consciously remind yourself when you feel that comparison sting that you're looking at someone's highlight reel, not their life. Like actually pause and say out loud if you need to, this is one moment out of their entire complicated human experience. I don't know what's happening behind this photo. I'm not going to let one curated image tell me anything about my own worth.
Talk back to the comparison thought.
Out loud if necessary. It sounds a little silly, but it actually works because it interrupts the automatic emotional response and brings the rational brain back into the conversation.
Okay, I love that. Talking back to your own brain. Okay, last question. For anyone listening right now who is deep in the comparison spiral, who opens Instagram and immediately feels like they're not enough, who is living their real, messy human life and feeling like everyone else has somehow figured out how to have a better one, what do you actually say to that person?
I would say the life you're comparing yourself to does not exist. It's a construction, a performance, a carefully selected highlight from someone else's very ordinary and very complicated human experience. The person whose life looks the most perfect online is sitting somewhere right now feeling exactly what you're feeling. Inadequate, uncertain, wondering if they're enough. Because that's the human experience, and no filter changes that. No amount of likes resolves it. The only thing that actually helps is turning the phone over, looking at your actual life with honest and compassionate eyes, and asking yourself, what is genuinely good here? Not perfect, not Instagram worthy, just genuinely good. Because there's almost always something there, and that something is more real than anything you'll ever see on a screen.
Huh, that genuinely hit me. What is genuinely good here? Not perfect, not Instagram worthy, just genuinely good.
The real stuff never photographs well, anyway.
Oh, that is so true. The best moments of your life are the ones where nobody reached for a phone.
Exactly.
Okay, everyone, that's a wrap on today's episode. Nobody is as happy as their Instagram. And the biggest takeaway from today is this: you are not behind. You are not lacking. You are not less than. You're just human. And the people whose lives look the most perfect online are just human too. Equally uncertain, equally messy, equally figuring it out one day at a time. Stop comparing your reality to someone else's performance. Your real life is so much richer than any feed could ever show.
Audit your feed, protect your mornings, and put the phone down long enough to actually live the life you keep scrolling past.
Oh, that last line. Put the phone down long enough to actually live the life you keep scrolling past. That's everything.
Sometimes it just comes together.
It really does. Okay, everyone, if today resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop us a comment. Tell us your Instagram versus reality story. We genuinely love hearing from you, and we read every single one.
Take care of yourselves, everyone, and put the phone down. See you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.